Hey, people, welcome to PASHIE'S Corner. And yes, this is episode 2 of our first season, our series per se. Thank you so much for your engagement, your likes, your comments, your subscription. I see you all. Thank you so much for pulling up for your girl. And yeah, today is I feel like we're just gonna have a continuation of what we talked about in our last video. And yes, I feel like this is a topic that is so personal, and I feel like a lot of us as young folks can relate. And I'm going to title it, you are one decision away from living a different life, from living the life of your dream. So I think personally, a lot of us young folks are in that state where we're still trying to find ourselves. We're still trying to find what are we really like, what is my purpose in life. And that can be a pressing issue, and trust me when I say I can relate. When you're around people, young people, old people, and you feel like everybody's life is making sense to them, and you're just there like, oh, what am I doing with my life? Oh, I'm not doing too much. Oh, I'm not even doing anything at all. I feel like for you to think you're not doing enough just means you are actually on the right path, because there are a lot of people your age that are literally just living life, not even thinking about the future or the past or even the present. But here you are thinking you're not even doing enough. That's you are putting in efforts to seeing that you be great, you do well. So I feel like the first thing you even need to know is identify your purpose in life. And how do you do that? When I hear people be like, oh, I was that curious kid who was always asking, how do I identify my purpose in life? Oh, what is my purpose in life? Oh, what is my that curiosity of not wanting to fall out of my purpose in life. But do you know one thing that is shocking? You might be living it. You might be acting your purpose. You just do not know yet. So when you find yourself doing something seamlessly, without being forced, without being pushed, that is your purpose. Like, basically, when you see yourself doing something that you feel like, oh, this is something that I love to do, this is something I could wake up from my sleep and just do it effortlessly, that is you living the purpose. And yeah, some people would actually ask, because I asked this question too, can I have multiple purposes at the same time? Of course, I feel like at the end of the day, they work hand in hand. If you feel like you can be a singer, you can be a rapper, you can be a creative, like it all works hand in hand. So sometimes we have to go through some certain process to be at the peak or the best of a version of ourselves that leads to a certain character we need to portray. And I would say another thing that's going to help you work perfectly fine in finding yourself is experience. Experience could be from your personal life or from the life of friends, older people around you. I was with some sort of friends one time, and then we were talking, and then somebody said something. It said, experience is a good teacher, but are you a good student? And that struck me so deep, because I'm like, we as young folks, those times where your mother would tell you something, they say, don't do this, don't do that, and you could say, I won't do it. I want to see the end of it, because that's the curiosity that comes with being in your 20s. Like, you want to explore, you want to see this, you want to try that, you want to do this, you want to do that. So having gone through some certain experiences, it now grooms your mind to seeing life for what it truly is. You now have this objective, like, oh, if I do this, it could work better. If I do that, I could achieve this. Some of us have some certain things happen in our lives which we feel like, oh, if I have had some certain knowledge, I wouldn't have done this, I wouldn't have done that. But I feel like even the good and bad experiences has groomed us, or is grooming us to be a better version of ourselves. So don't feel bad if you have done something in the past, so long you have genuinely repented and you're willing to embrace change. Of course, that scar, that pain, that memory should be a testimony to you to know that you have become a better version of yourself. One thing I am going to make sure I emphasize before I end this particular conversation is, do not live under the impression, do not live under someone else's shadow. I beg you guys, I beg you. I've been there. Like, you are with your friends, you see them doing so well, and because you do not just want to be idle, you join them in doing what they are doing. They might be living their purpose, and you trying to just tag along is completely out of the season of your life that you're supposed to be in. Everybody has their own script, everybody has their own part they need to play in their life. You need to, at the end of the day, you need to go back to your creator, right? Regardless of whatever religion that you're in, regardless of whatever you serve, just go back to your mind, go back to God and ask him, oh Lord, I think it's high time. Show me my path, oh Lord, so that I may not go astray. Like, always go back to God, tell him exactly how you feel, and I know he's always going to answer you. He's always going to tell you what you need to do per season. Sometimes you're going through a pruning process and you think, oh, everything is not working out, oh, I'm putting in all the efforts, and it feels like, do you know, you might just be in that stage in your life where God is trying to prepare you for the awesome state he has ahead of you. Imagine him putting $1 million in your hand when you're not prepared. Obviously, you're going to squander it. But if it makes you go through a pruning process, when you see money, you would value it. I'm just using that for an example, right? So I feel like every stage of our lives is just one step ahead of being that person that we plan or dream of being. So yeah, that brings me back to the topic where I said you are just one decision away of living your dream life. So guys, don't sleep on it. If you feel like there is something you need to do it. If there's someone you need to talk to, if there's someone you need to disconnect from, if there's a certain energy around you that is not letting you grow, it could be friends, it could be family, it could be relationship, sometimes it could even be religious practice. If you need to leave that circle, leave. If you need to listen to people outside of your pair, if you need to attend seminars, watch videos, talk to someone, be around people that think wild, be around people that have positive mindset, it goes a long way. You need to be around the right friends, the right community, the right people, and trust me when I say in the shortest space you would see your life transform. And yes, Patience Corner is a safe space. If you ever feel like you're going through this process and you need someone to talk to, I am your guy. You can always slide in my DM. And yeah, I think I will call it an end to this conversation. If you feel like you have experienced this and you overcame in some certain kind of way and you want to share, please drop a comment. If you have other insights you would not want to drop in the comments, you can always come to my DM. So all I'm needing from you guys is to like, share, comment, subscribe, share. This might not be, it might mean something to someone who really needs to hear this right now. So yeah, till we meet again. Bye for now.